Hello everyone, and welcome to Mead and Cheese.
Yes, I'm joined here with Corey. I'm Tom.
I'm Corey. I'm DJ Mead.
And I'm Cheese.
Yeah. So, I've prepared a list of notes. I thought we could play Two Truths and a Lie about Mead. What do you say?
I think that's a really great way to introduce this really great show.
I agree. Okay.
And I think it's going to be a very long night.
Okay, let's go. Two Truths and a Lie about Mead. Here's your first fact. Mead is believed to be one of the oldest alcoholic drinks ever invented.
Yes.
Your next fact. Recent discoveries suggest that mead was originally created with maple instead of honey. And your third fact. A mead that contains fruit is known as a melomel. Which one do we think is the lie?
I think the first one's a lie. Because I think there's older alcohols than mead.
You think the first one, Maddie?
Yeah, because they had alcohol in, like, caveman times.
Yeah, that would have been mead.
Yeah, but I don't know if they would have called it mead. They might have called it something else.
Okay, well, I think it's the... What was the middle one again?
Recent discoveries suggest that mead was originally created with maple instead of honey.
I think it's that one.
You think it's that one?
Yeah.
Maddie, you would be 100% correct.
Oh my
I
God.
made that up. That
Oh
is
my
a complete
God.
lie.
I feel like a genius.
Yeah.
By the way, just so you know, Corey is a mead expert. If he wanted to, he could probably write a PhD on mead, just on like one bottle of mead as well, not like just mead in general. Like he's got a very specific knowledge. He knows a lot about mead.
I wouldn't call myself an expert. I tried to make a homebrew mead once and I completely fluffed it. It was,
He's also very humble.
Yeah, probably the worst mead that anyone had ever made. I think it was more similar in composition to rat poison than mead. So,
Right.
yeah, we ended up flushing it down the toilet, unfortunately. But yeah. So, I said earlier that mead was one of the oldest alcoholic drinks ever invented, and you
Yes.
didn't believe me, did you, Tom?
Well, I thought like if you went to I don't know, any other country, they all have their own like oldest alcohol ever.
Okay, well, I've got some facts written down here about mead being one of the oldest drinks. So, pottery vessels dating from 7000 BC were discovered in northern China that showed chemical signatures consistent with the presence of honey in fermentation.
So mead.
So mead.
Mead.
7000 BC.
7,000 BC. Mead has been going since 7,000 BC.
And they found residues of mead in Europe dating between 2800 and 1800 BC.
That's mad. That's
Yeah.
really mad, isn't it? Of course, Mead and Cheese in the studio at the moment. We literally have some mead and cheese. Not
do,
out,
yeah.
but they're on decoration and display.
Yeah.
It's an interesting looking bottle, I'm not going to lie. It looks like a fancy wine.
So I've got written down about the mead. So this mead is Lime Bay Winery's traditional mead.
Oh, shout out to them.
And you can get it on Amazon for $8.99.
Oh, okay, that's not too bad. That's
Yeah.
cheaper than a bottle of rosé.
Yeah, and it gets prime delivery as well. So next day, if you want a
Oh.
bottle of mead, check it out.
Yeah, like literally, like it's probably a really good way just to get your drinks in general. Just get it on Amazon, get mead. That's quite a fair price as well. $8.99 is not a lot of money.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know any way you can buy it in person around here. So if anyone does know,
Yeah, shout out to anybody that is selling mead in Leicester. These guys are desperate for it.
Yeah. If
Yeah.
you would like to sponsor this show and you're a mead dealer or a mead brewery, you can come and on the show and tell us about your business.
yeah, of course.
Just remember to tweet us at DemonFM if you want to comment on this interesting show of Mead and Cheese. We're going to put a poll out. What's better, mead or cheese?
Oh,
Oh.
is mead that popular to beat cheese? I don't know if it is.
I said I've never tried mead.
That's
Once
it.
you try mead, I feel like you might, The thing is about Mead and Cheese, I think they complement each other a lot. So it's not like sometimes it's like that question, who's better, mum or dad? But if you've got a good mum and dad, it's like, I can't choose. I could not say what I prefer, Mead or Cheese, because they complement each other so much.
Yeah, it's like you've got the sweetness of the mead and the tanginess of the cheese.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I didn't really think cheese was tangy, but
Yeah, it's like when you've got a pineapple pizza, which I will say is the best kind of pizza.
it is the best. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so next time you're having a pineapple pizza, make sure you order a bottle of mead from Amazon from $8.99, and take your pizza game to the next level.
Now, I've just tasted some mead, and I have to say, I'm converted. I'm actually converted. It tastes like liquid honey, and it doesn't even burn.
It is really nice.
It's great. It's you can drink it really quickly though, so it's a bit.
It's dangerous.
Careful,
it's a bit like rosé.
Mm. And the thing about mead is, it is a drink you can have all year round. It is definitely a drink you can have all year round. But this time of year, mead can't taste nicer. It's Christmassy, it's a perfect present. And I think someone in the studio has a Christmas story about mead.
Yeah, so my cousin Amber has ordered me a Christmas spiced bottle of mead, and I'm very much looking forward to it. It's also from the Lime Bay Winery as well. Not sponsored.
Yeah, we do not have a mead sponsor or a cheese sponsor. So if you are a cheese company or a mead company, get in touch. I expect my email box will be full. I expect Corey's email box will be full.
Flooded, yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be flooded. Anyway, so
I believe we are the biggest radio show in the UK about mead and cheese.
I think we're the only radio show ever to have discussed, not even have a theme show, but to actually mention mead. I think we're the biggest show ever. So that's saying something. And you said
don't fact check that.
Yeah, don't fact check that, but
just believe us.
But Corey said that in his facts that 7,000 BC was when they first discovered mead.
That's when they think honey and fermentation dates back to, which is the basis of mead. Yeah.
So just have a little think about how long ago that was, and we are the first radio show about mead. That is like the reason we're doing this is to promote something what's not had enough promotion in recent years and ever, because no one's done a radio show about it, and we're here to change that. So
we've been speaking a lot about mead, but that's only one half of the show. So I was thinking we could do 2 truths and a lie about cheese.
That's a brilliant segue. Let's talk about cheese.
So, are you ready for your 3 facts about cheese?
Sure.
Let's go. Fact number 1, according to a survey from Food Hub, the UK's favourite cheese is mozzarella. Fact number 2, the Wensleydale Creamery almost went out of business until the release of a very successful licensed Wallace and Gromit Wensleydale. And fact number 3, George Orwell's favourite cheese was Stilton.
I think it's the middle one again.
You think it's the middle one?
Yeah.
I think it could be George Orwell. I get that. I think he would like Stilton, but I don't think that's real. I think
you don't think Stilton's real?
No, I don't think it's George Orwell's favourite cheese. I don't think he ever mentioned his favourite cheese.
So you're both wrong.
Okay.
The lie was that the UK's favourite cheese is mozzarella. Food Hub did do a survey, and the results will surprise you. The UK's favourite cheese, voted by 40% as the favourite, was the processed cheese slice.
Oh, that's not a favourite.
You literally were telling me this yesterday.
I was,
and
yeah.
And it's totally the thing is, I don't believe it. I get it, but I don't believe it, because mozzarella is so much nicer.
Oh my god, it is. It's so good.
So much nicer.
You can eat that stuff raw.
Camembert is so much nicer. Camembert, berry, whatever. It all means the same thing. Stilton's not nicer than plastic cheese. Plastic cheese is definitely nicer.
No, plastic cheese number 1.
Stilton has an acquired taste.
Yeah.
It's mouldy, and it's more old people cheese.
George Orwell liked it, and Tom, you said you didn't think he ever spoke about his favourite cheese, but he actually did. In an essay he wrote in 1945.
He wrote an essay about his
He wrote
favourite
an
cheese.
essay called "In Defence of English Cooking," where he said that Stilton was his favourite cheese, followed closely by Wensleydale.
I mean, to be fair, I've never had Wensleydale, so I wouldn't know.
Oh, Wensleydale's lovely. It's great.
Wensleydale.
Yeah, the Food Hub survey really shocked me when I first saw it.
Yeah. Anyway, up next we've got Don't Stop Me Now, because we definitely need to stop these guys talking about meat and cheese.
Well, welcome back. First of all, I want to tell you how the poll's doing. 66.7% of people who have voted in this poll believe mead is better than cheese. That's a very surprising result.
Bear in mind, not a lot of people drink mead.
No, I'm very surprised myself, and I absolutely love mead.
Yeah, exactly. I think maybe we have just pulled in quite a lot of mead. Mead
enthusiasts.
Yeah, mead enthusiasts.
Like you say, we're the only mead show on the radio, as far as we're aware. So,
shout out to my sister Bridget, who is her favourite cheese is brie,
which is also my favourite cheese, and
yeah.
And I would like to just we're not sponsored by Bistro Pierre.
No, but they do a really good deep fried brie.
Yeah, which I recommend everyone goes and tries. They don't do mead, I don't think, but they do a nice selection of wines.
They do, yeah.
But no mead, unfortunately. Maybe after this show they might consider putting that onto their selection of drinks.
Nothing wrong with a good wine.
No, but then again, there's nothing wrong with a good mead.
No. It's a shame you can't get it many places, but yeah, what are you going to do about that? So, your favourite cheese is brie?
Yeah, my favourite cheese is brie, and I think I love mozzarella, and I also... My least favourite cheese will be Stilton, but I can force myself to eat it and then
it's too mouldy.
It.
It's like Shropshire Blue.
I don't like looking at it.
Yeah.
I don't like looking at it, but I did force myself to eat that Bistro Pierre.
Oh, but don't force yourself to eat it.
And it was okay. It wasn't as bad as I expected.
So, Maddie, what is your favourite cheese?
See, that's a difficult one. I'm a more of a mature cheddar kind of girl,
Cool.
But it has to be grated, not sliced. But the same with Red Leicester. I love those two cheeses, especially when they're like put in a macaroni and cheese or something. It tastes so good. Or a bechamel sauce. You know what I mean? Like with like lasagna. I like cheese with things. I don't like cheese separate. I can't eat cheese by itself. I just think that's weird, unless it's cream cheese
or mozzarella. You do eat.
To be fair, mozzarella raw is delicious. So, but my favourite cheese, I'll have to say, is Boursin, which is the cream cheese that you have with crackers at Christmas.
Nice.
What's your favourite cheese, Corey?
I would have to say Red Leicester. One of the finest things to come out of Leicester that is not called Demon Media.
I mean, it's still red, though. Both things are red.
That's true, yeah.
Oh, my God.
I love a bit of Red Leicester. I'm also quite a big fan of, if I remember what it's called, Parmesan.
Parmesan's pretty good, yeah. Especially if you whack it on Italian pasta and stuff like that. It's like a carbonara. That's always quite nice.
I've got a great story about Parmesan. It was the first time I ever had it. I went to my friend's house for dinner, and his mum had made spaghetti bolognese. And they put out this little tray of Parmesan. And they all put on like the tiniest amount, and I just threw it all on.
Sounds like me, to be fair.
I got dirty looks, but it was worth it.
Because you want to pile it on, you want to taste the Parmesan.
Exactly.
Thing is, you got to let the cheese take over.
Exactly.
And any sort of food, you've still got the cheese take over.
With a sip of mead after.
Yeah. Anyway, up next we've got Whenever You Need Somebody by Rick Astley. Hope you enjoy, guys. You're back with Mead and Cheese. Shout out to Andrew and Sylvia, who are having their dinner right now. Sylvia said that her favourite cheese is Stilton, and Andy said his favourite was I want to say Yabu, but I know that's not right. How the pronunciation, and I'm probably going to get laughed at later. We still have a poll up. It's 50-50 at the moment at DemonFM on Twitter. Mead and Cheese, it's 50-50. What are you guys thinking?
It's a good split, isn't it?
I'm rooting for mead. It's the underdog.
I'm rooting for cheese at the minute because I'm quite hungry, but I'm not thirsty. But it's Christmas time, so there's a lot of cheeses at the minute in shops. There's more cheese than ever.
Yeah.
So if you're getting a Christmas cheese selection, make sure you get a bottle of mead. You could even give that as a Christmas present. That's a good Christmas present idea. If someone, instead of getting them a box of celebration.
Shout out to Andy and Sylvia to tick this off Tom's Christmas list, because he's obviously desperate for mead.
Who isn't?
Who isn't? Anyway, so I would like to go to a bit of story time now.
Okay.
Of your first experience with cheese and then your first experience with mead. Being sure the expert, Corey, you start.
Do you want cheese first or mead first?
Should we go, you know what, mead? We'll go mead first, because we've talked so much about cheese this evening. I'm sort of, it's like, let's go on to mead.
Right, so mead, I believe my first experience with mead was my mum and dad went out somewhere and they brought back some mead, and me and my brother just had a few bottles of all different flavours. And it was very nice. It was, it changed my life from that moment. Since then, I knew, I'm a mead drinker now, and that's all I'm ever going to want to drink.
Was it the first drink you ever had?
Mead? No, it wasn't. I would probably say milk was the first drink I ever had.
I meant alcoholic drink.
Oh, yeah, that makes more sense. No, I don't know. Probably cider. Cider would be the first.
Yeah.
See, I mean, if I remember
Maybe
correctly, I always remember Red Leicester being a big part of my childhood. It's still one of my favourite cheeses. You know, putting it on like a pasta sauce, or like particularly Suzanne, my grandmother. She does this very lovely bolognese, but then she whacks a load of Red Leicester on top, and just makes everything so good.
Love it.
But my first experience with mead is literally just right now. I've had a little sip, and it tastes just like honey. It's really weird.
Yeah.
And it doesn't even burn. It doesn't taste like alcohol at all. It's very weird.
Yeah,
No, you get through a whole bottle without realising you've actually had a sip of alcohol, and then that's when it hits you, you know?
Yeah.
My first experience with mead was before the show. We had like a little pre-cheese and mead session where Corey brought some of his honey mead. So this week's mead of the week is honey mead. That what it's called? Yeah,
the Lime Bay Winery traditional honey mead.
Yeah,
you can get it on Amazon for £8. It's also on Prime delivery, but you can probably get it from other services as well. Shout out.
Yeah. So each week on this show, we're going to have a mead of the week and a cheese of the week. So this week's mead is obviously the honey mead.
And this week's cheese is Baby Bell.
And squeezy cheese.
And squeezy cheese.
Yeah, squeezy cheese.
Because they didn't think to get anything a bit more interesting.
Well, Baby Bells are a very valid... And they come in the traditional wax, what, cheeses are traditionally made in.
Yeah, and I'd say the squeezy cheese is quite interesting, because I bought it from... Let me get my notes up.
Well, squeezy cheese is a modern take on cheese.
I got it from Hollywood Candy on Charles Street in Leicester. So, if you want to buy your own...
Hollywood American Candy.
Hollywood Candy on
Hollywood
Charles
Candy,
Street.
I got the Baby Bells from Lidl, so if you want to have a really long walk around Leicester, you can go to Lidl and get your Baby Bell, and then go to Hollywood Candy to get your squeezy cheese. And then if you order on Amazon your mead, by the time you get back, your mead could be there waiting for you.
That's true, yeah. It would take you a whole day to walk around Leicester, I think.
Yeah,
really
most likely.
You really wouldn't. So obviously we've got the traditional honey mead. What other meads are there, Corey?
Oh, there's loads of different meads. You can get black mead, which is mead with black currants.
Oh, that sounds nice.
Yeah, you could get red mead, which is like mead with cherries.
Ooh.
I quite liked the mead with rhubarb.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I'm not too keen on rhubarb. Never been a huge fan of it.
No?
Well, my
No.
grandparents used to grow rhubarb in their garden, and it's a delicious fruit.
I agree. Rhubarb's great. Spiced mead, I'm not that great with spice, but if it's in a mead, I'll tolerate it.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to now cut to the next song, which is I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. And of course these guys wish it was, so they could get mead. Lots and lots of mead.
I wish I could drink mead every day.
Well, yes. We just had Tim on the phone who was talking all about how brilliant mead is. We might have to have him on the show next week.
Yeah, you're saying...
But do shout out and do ask us if you want any song requests. We are taking them as long as they are in our library, hopefully. But yes, no, we had Tim on the line. He was talking about how healthy mead is and how it's got those microbial things.
Yeah, very good for your body, according to him.
Yeah, antimicrobial, he said.
Yeah.
Which sounds very positive.
We might have him on the show next week.
His favourite cheese was Stilton.
Very
That's
nice.
also my mum's favourite cheese. So my mum.
There's a lot of Stiltons. I wasn't expecting that.
Jessica Jackson, who doesn't know what mead is, her favourite cheese is Cannonberry.
It's camembert.
The traditional Cannonberry cheese she likes.
Camembert.
Shout out to her. We hope her knee's feeling better.
Yeah.
Maybe she should drink some honey mead. Maybe that will make her recovery smoother.
Results may vary.
Yeah. Yeah. We're
not saying it's a cure, but we're saying
it might
help.
might lift your spirits.
Yeah, some cultures did believe that mead had healing abilities, actually, which is interesting. Norse mythology
Yeah.
put a lot of emphasis on mead.
Back over at our Twitter feed at DemonFM, we've got a comment on our post from Amber Ross 99. She says she doesn't like cheese. It's stinky.
Not all cheese is stinky.
That would be Amber Rose, my cousin. So shout out to Amber.
Yeah. Don't be afraid to comment or even tweet us at DemonFM if you want to listen to some tunes that you'd like. We're taking recommendations and also song requests.
Of course, we've spoke a lot about Stilton. We're talking about blue cheese.
Talking a lot about Stilton, like a lot.
So blue cheese, I don't like it. I don't trust anything that has anything to do with bacteria or.
Well, that's the thing, though. That's the whole point of
fungus.
cheese. You're supposed to eat it because it's good for you, even though it's got penicillin in. That's the whole point of that.
But some of these mead varieties I was reading about earlier have they seem a bit suspect to me. Have you ever heard of blue mead?
No.
So blue mead has fungus in it to make it blue, similar to like blue cheese.
So that would be good to have with Stilton,
Like
then.
fungal bacteria, yeah. So blue mead with blue cheese.
They sound like they would go together. I don't know, actually, would you want them two together? Because if you're having blue mead and blue cheese, isn't it just a bit of just a full-on event? You know, surely you'd want like the mead to sort of complement the cheese rather than just be the same.
I don't know if I've ever had any drinks with fungal bacteria in them though.
I think we should.
I mean, tequila has in certain tequilas there's like a worm or something in it.
Really?
Or like snakes. But that's like specific types of tequila. But I've never heard anything with mould in it. Maybe, well, to be fair, shout out to Andy. He may be listening, may not be listening, who knows. But he makes damson gin.
Ooh.
Now, the way he does it is he lets the damsons basically rot with gin.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's apparently very nice. I didn't get to taste it myself, I don't think. But it's a family recipe, apparently. Been passed down from father to son, I think. I'm not sure. That or grandson, I think. I'm not sure.
I would be willing to give it a try, I think.
Yeah.
I'd
Well,
probably
we'll have
give
to get
Blue Mead a try,
Andy
to be
on at
fair.
some point.
Yeah.
He's a whiskey connoisseur, to be fair, not so much a mead man.
But
So
he might start drinking mead after listening to this show.
maybe.
I've got another shout out. Ewan, who is currently driving to York, his favourite cheese is Red Leicester. Ewan is a musician of a band called Heart Sauce. He's very talented, and his favourite cheese is Red Leicester. We do not actually currently know his favourite mead. That has not been confirmed. But we would like to find out if he has a favourite mead. Please let us know if he's in the mead
And
club.
of course, everyone listening, let us know your favourite meads and your favourite cheeses, and we will compile the results.
Exactly.
I am currently on the Amazon page for Lime Bay Winery's Christmas Mead, which may be the perfect present if you know anyone who likes mead.
Yeah, so if anyone wants to get Corey a present this Christmas, do send him mead or cheese.
Says here, Christmas mead with festive spices, mead blended with notes of festive spices to make a perfect mellow Christmas tipple.
Oh, and the bottle, The bottle does look really fancy.
Does it
looks
look really
traditional.
fancy?
Yeah, it looks nice. It looks like
Looks a lighter shade than the mead we've got in right now.
if you was having like a Hollywood movie Christmas, that is one of the presents that will be in the under the tree. I like to think that mead has a home under the Christmas tree this year in every house.
Anyone here like mint?
Mint.
Mint.
Well, I like mint sauce, like on my roasties and stuff,
Would
but
you
not so much
say-
mint in general. No.
Would you say mint is Christmassy?
I mean, there's peppermints. Peppermints count, don't they?
Because they're also selling a garden mead with mint, and it's got a slight green shade to it.
That sounds beautiful.
I believe we're going down the rabbit hole.
Minty
of different
mead. Minty mead sounds nice. I've not tried it, but I'd love to give it a try.
So far we've got to try Christmas mead, mint mead, and what was the other one? Blue mead.
Blue mead, yeah.
Oh, not the blue mead.
Back to our Twitter poll. Cheese. Who knew? Cheese is now in the league now. 40-60
Oh dear.
to
I'm
5 votes.
Not impressed.
I know. If you do want to vote on our poll, it's going to be at DemonFM, on Twitter.
Yeah, and we are Demon Mead.
We're not Demon Mead.
We are Mead and Cheese
You are Mead and
on
Cheese.
Demon
yes.
FM.
But yes, so have you got any more notes, Corey?
Have I got any more notes? You know what? I wrote an A4 sheet of notes, and
Was it you or was it Liz?
it was
just so
me.
listeners know, Liz.
It was me actually.
Liz is Corey's girlfriend, /fiance.
I did it all without any help, so I'm very proud of myself.
Oh, big congratulations to Corey.
Thank you.
And it's honestly the document. It's not just like a document. It's a good looking document. He's got like different use of cool text. It's organised. It's very sophisticated because this man takes mead seriously.
Yeah, it's got different fonts, and when you use more than one font, you're taking it to the extreme of seriousness.
And not in a crazy way. It's like in a very sophisticated way. It's like obviously a good order to this.
No Comic Sans on here.
Yeah, there's no Comic Sans.
But yeah, we were talking about the Food Hub survey earlier.
Yes, we were.
Would you like to know more about the results of that?
Yeah, go on, because I said, I mean, I can't understand why people actually like fake cheese. I just don't like it, and it is just it's heavily processed, and it's not good for you.
Yeah, it surprised me as well. I almost didn't believe it, but yeah, the Food Hub results. Processed cheese slice was the UK's favourite cheese with 40% of the votes. In second place was cheddar with 33%.
Yeah.
That isn't surprising.
No.
That's also my cat's favourite cheese, Daisy. I've just learnt that information from my sister.
Shout out to Daisy.
Shout out to the cat Daisy, yes.
In third
And also
place,
Shishka. Should not also shout out to Shishka, which is Andy's and Sylvia's cat as well.
Yeah. In third place, we have mozzarella.
See, that should be way higher than
Yeah.
third.
20%.
I'm just saying, mozzarella literally goes with anything. That and feta.
Fourth,
Have you had feta on a pizza?
I have not had feta on a
It's
pizza.
fine. It's really good.
I believe you.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
actually it's more healthier than mozzarella because it's less fattening, but
Ooh.
it tastes amazing. So it's like we had it in Greece, didn't we, Tom?
Yeah, it was really nice. And I didn't think it would go, but it does definitely go.
I tell you what is great on a pizza. The fourth place cheese, Red Leicester, with 19%. My favourite cheese, I think it should be a bit higher. Personally. Especially when plastic cheese is coming in first.
Yeah, why is that? It's just ew.
And then fifth place was halloumi with 18%. And
Okay, I can get behind halloumi.
behind
No,
it.
Yeah,
halloumi,
that's a good
halloumi
position.
is my favourite cheese now, thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah, it's a very versatile
Switched out
cheese.
from Stilton.
Yeah, no, it still has never been my favourite cheese. I just
No.
challenge myself like once a year to have it.
So, some facts that came out of it. 1 in 10 people said that they didn't like cheese at all.
Oh wow.
And
So we had that comment earlier, didn't we, on the?
That makes sense, because not everyone likes cheese. It's not for everyone.
Well,
Yeah.
a lot of people are lactose intolerant and stuff like that, which respect.
But
Kudos to you.
I would hope that one person who doesn't like cheese, I would hope they like mead, so at least they're getting one of the two things this radio
Yeah.
show is about.
And the same number of people, 1 in 10, also said that they believe that eating cheese before bed gives you nightmares.
Oh, see, I don't think that's real.
No, I think it's a myth.
Because I've eaten
personally.
plenty of pizzas that have cheese on,
Oh, I
and
love
gone
a
to
bit of
bed.
cheese before bed.
and it's sort of like, oh, that's quite nice actually.
I've never had a nightmare when I've had cheese. I've never knowingly done that.
But let us know, do you think cheese gives you nightmares?
Yeah.
Or do you have any cheese nightmares?
Had any nightmares about cheese?
Exactly. Just tweet us at DemonFM. Shout out to Amber Rose, who's tweeted at us. Apparently, Corey has been lying, and apparently she helped you out with the 2 truths and a lie.
That is fake news. I received no help at all. I might have received a little bit of help. I don't know. My memory's not that great, but I want to veer the conversation a little bit off of Mead and Cheese.
Yes, we do. Now, mead is like the granddad of all alcohol. All alcoholic drinks all stem from the great mead. So, Corey, you wanted to ask everyone.
I wanted to ask, what is everyone's go-to drink when they go to the pub?
Oh, okay. Well, I'm more of a cocktail queen myself.
Cocktails.
Yes, I do like them.
If there's not mead in that pub, I would definitely go. And obviously, like, most pubs aren't selling mead anymore because we're not in like the 1700s.
No, I've never been to a pub that serves mead.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I mean, you belong in like the medieval times, to be honest.
Born in the wrong generation. Yeah.
200 years.
Music was better when everyone was playing the lute.
But my go-to drink when it's not mead is probably a Malibu and Coke.
You do like a Malibu and Coke?
I do love my coconut sort of. I wonder if there's a coconut mead.
Maybe,
possibly. We'll have to see.
Yeah, we'd have to have a look. What you said you were the cocktail queen. What's your go-to cocktail?
Oh, that's a good shout. Now, I do like a PS martini. I do love them, especially with the Prosecco shot. It's delicious. But I can't say no to a tequila sunrise at the moment. I love it. Yeah, I've really got into my tequilas in a big way at the moment. It's like for you, it's mead, but for me, it's tequila. Like, I love it.
You have mentioned tequila. Like,
I mean,
loads.
Can't get mead in a pub though, so that can't be my go-to drink. I would probably say gin and tonic.
Gin and tonic. What about margaritas? Because when we first met...
Oh, yes.
Now, this is a story. Me and Corey first met in a pub, and the first
Shout out to Firebug.
Shout out to Firebug. The first thing he said to me on this evening was, "Do you drink mead?" And I was like, "No, I'm not medieval." But
what then happened later was he managed to drink how many honey margaritas? I think it was 6, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was the only drink they had with honey in, and I thought, well, it's close enough to mead,
Close
so I'll
enough,
have it.
yeah.
Because they didn't do mead and Firebug, unfortunately, but they did do honey margaritas, which are really nice.
They are really good, yeah.
But they are expensive. They are quite expensive.
Oh, yeah, I know, they're £7
so,
each.
Yeah.
So that it can, if you're only drinking honey margaritas on a night, it can be a very
expensive evening.
Night.
Yeah, and that was a fun night. We had honey margaritas,
and then you came over to ours for pizza, if you remember.
We did, so we had the cheese as
and
well.
We watched, Star Wars.
Revenge of the Sith, wasn't it?
It was
your
Revenge of
favourite
the
film.
Sith,
Yeah.
It is my favourite
Again,
film.
the shout out to Amber Rose 99 at DemonFM, DJ Mead and DJ Cheese. Doing great. Thank you ever so much to Amber. That's lovely.
An update on the poll. Mead has now taken a lead.
Oh.
That might have been because me and Corey voted for Mead.
Yes. Well, I said, if you do want to tweet us, it's at DemonFM on Twitter. You can also vote in our poll, Mead or Cheese. We'll see what happens at the end of the show.
It is a close fight.
It is a very big fight at the moment.
Yeah.
I think it's the biggest fight on the internet so far between Mead and
This is
Cheese.
what everyone's talking
Was
about.
it in the Twitter, like, what's happening section? Oh, no, it's not, but
No,
it should be.
It should be,
We'll
yeah.
be trending soon, I'm sure.
Yeah.
But
as again, if you want to have any songs played out, do tweet us at DemonFM or message us at DemonFM.
we were talking about the night DJ Mead met DJ Cheese.
Yeah, that was a very interesting night. So, first thing Corey says to me is, "Do you like mead?" I'm like, "I don't know what mead is. Is that from Game of Thrones?" So he managed to have, was it 7 margaritas that night?
It was a lot, wasn't it? I drank a lot. I think I had cider and gin and margaritas.
It had a lot more, and they're very
wine. I think I had as well.
You did have a glass of wine.
Yeah,
I had a few margaritas. They are nice. I also had, I think I had an espresso martini.
To be fair, you do like espresso martinis.
The other day, what I did to try and have a cheaper night, this was on Maddie's birthday. I had a Coca-Cola and an A&E shot, which is like, what's in an A&E shot again, Mad?
I don't even know at this point.
It's like tequila, absinthe, aftershock. Something. It's like a mixture of them three.
It's a nasty mix, yeah.
It's a nasty mix, and I mix that with my Coca-Cola, and I do one of them shots, and that's a very fast way to get drunk if you are on.
If you're on a cheap night, yeah.
I wouldn't recommend it as it's
No.
like it is disgusting.
I think if you want a cheap night, Mead, $8.99 a bottle on Amazon
Just
is
down
the
it.
best
Be
way
like,
to go.
"Ooh."
I must say again, we're not sponsored,
No, we're not.
unfortunately. But if Lime Bay want to hit us up with a sponsorship, we would be perfectly happy to take it.
Yeah.
We were talking about the night we met. We went back to yours, had pizza, watched Revenge of the Sith.
Yeah, it was a good night. And then what? Then we went to like a 6-course meal, as you do.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
That was
first
a
time-
phenomenal night.
Week after, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That was the first time I ever in my life has done a 6-course meal.
Again, shout out to Bistro Pierre. Only £24 for
Yeah,
a 6-course meal. That's pretty good.
it's very fancy. So what do we had? We had mussels.
You had mussels. I had steak.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Very
had the
nice.
steak too.
Yeah, we had-
Yeah.
To be fair, they had this amazing chicken liver pate. And bear in mind, I hate chicken liver pate. I don't like pate at all. I don't know what it is. It's just the taste is not nice. But this was amazing. And the cheese that went with it as well. Looping back round to Mead and Cheese. The cheese with the pickle with the chicken pate was just so good.
Yeah.
It was like I've never liked chutney, but this was a lovely chutney.
Exactly. Like that's another thing. What it's not in our Mead and Cheese title, but chutney should also have an honorary mention because it does go really nice with cheese and mead.
Interesting. Going back to the night we met, I showed off my belly dancing
Oh,
skills.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh,
Yeah,
I forgot
he did.
about that.
I wasn't going to mention that.
We weren't expecting this. Bear in mind, this is like I have only met Corey once beforehand, and even then you were quite drunk then.
Yeah.
In fact, we both were, to be fair. But Corey comes into our flat. He wants us to watch Revenge of the Sith. We're like, fine, that's chill. We're just hanging out. Suddenly he takes his shirt off and starts belly dancing. We were like, we should probably get pizza.
Yeah. Right. So to my surprise, the pizza delivery man comes, and Corey volunteers to go get the pizza.
Oh yeah, without a shirt on.
Without a shirt on.
This is like
Yeah.
mid-October.
This wasn't a dare or anything. He just did this.
Yeah.
Legend. Absolute legend.
The amount of courage that took, I have to respect that.
Have you seen Shang-Chi?
Yeah, we have. Yeah.
The karaoke scene where they're singing Hotel California.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Of
I
course.
forgot they do that, to be
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
That was one of my favourite parts of the film. Like I fell asleep through like when they went.
Well, the middle bit, yeah. To be
Yeah.
fair, it was a bit boring, the middle bit, but
No.
yeah. I mean, who's excited for the new Spider-Man film?
Oh,
you going to bring
definitely.
a whole bottle of Mead and Cheese there?
I don't know if I could sneak a bottle of mead into a cinema.
Well, you work there, so it's fine.
I do work at Showcase, yeah, but I'm being a traitor. I'm going to see it at the Odeon.
Oh,
I know, yeah.
Yeah. So we were discussing just before in the break that what superhero do you think is most likely to drink mead? And now obviously they all drink mead, but which one do you think is most likely to drink
Well,
mead?
I definitely think Thor.
I think Thor,
I-
definitely.
I think Thor's like the hot, the one which is.
He was there when it was invented.
Basically, yeah. Probably invented it himself.
Yeah,
Do you
probably.
think Thanos drinks mead?
I
could
don't think
see
so.
him.
I see him more of a whiskey man, to be fair.
Whiskey.
I think Thanos drinks sake.
Ooh,
Actually.
you know what? No, I don't. That'd be Ultron. Ultron with drunk
Ultron.
sake.
Sake isn't nice. It's just very hard hitting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, Corey's never had sake,
No.
Yeah.
So I haven't.
so because
So next week, instead of Mead and Cheese, it'll be sake and cheese.
Sake and yogurt.
Yeah. Oh my God, no. No.
I don't want yogurt. But yeah. So what are people's opinions on the new Spider-Man film?
I'm very excited.
You're very excited.
I've not been to see many films on release day, but this I make an exception for.
That is totally fair. Are you excited to see the return of Doctor Strange?
Doctor Strange, yeah, I guess so. I mean, I'm more excited for the possibility of the other Spider-Men returning.
Oh, okay, because of like is it the multiverse thing?
The multiverse, yeah.
The multiverse.
To be fair, I'm more excited to see Tobey Maguire again on
Yeah.
the screen. I mean, I know he's a bit of he's an interesting character nowadays, but back in the day, he was the OG Spider-Man sort of thing. That's what everyone sort of clings to from our generation anyway, and thinks, oh yes, Toby, that's our guy. Not so much. I mean, Andrew Garfield is probably more later generations.
Yeah.
Like I'd say, not so much my cousin's age group, but maybe a little bit in the middle sort of ish. You know what I mean?
So is Toby everyone's favourite Spider-Man then?
No, I think mine's Tom Holland.
Yeah?
I like Tom Holland too, but again, it's something about Toby, the original trilogy that Sam Raimi did. It's just so good.
I found it a bit too scary when it came out. It was a bit too creepy for me. But the thing about what I like about Tom Holland is he looks the age of the actor he's playing.
Yeah.
You know,
true.
like Tobey Maguire looked a lot older than.
You're trying to make a 30-year-old man look like he's 16.
Yeah, it did not.
Yeah.
To me, it did not work because I always thought that was in university when I was a kid watching that. But Tom Holland does look like the age he's playing, and it makes it a bit more immersive, I think. But I've only seen Spider-Man: Far From Home of the new.
You've not seen Homecoming?
No, I've not seen Homecoming yet. Skip that one, but I did like Far From Home. I did enjoy that film. And I'm probably going to get roped into seeing this new one because I'm not. See, the thing is, I'm not a massive Spider-Man fan. I don't go out my way to watch them, but I watched. I'm not sure if I watched Far From Home in cinema or not. I can't remember.
We didn't know. We watched it on Netflix.
Yeah.
Shout out.
But I might watch this new one in cinema just because Maddie likes it.
I can't believe you said Tom Holland is your favourite Spider-Man and then you've not seen his best film.
Which one?
Homecoming.
Homecoming
was
to
great.
be fair, Michael Keaton is very good in it.
Yes.
Not dissing him for that, but I did think the plot was lacking a little bit.
No.
It wasn't that
The
great.
thing about Far From Home, though, they take it out of America and they go
That's
to like
true.
Europe.
They need to do that more.
And it's cool because you got all that like Italian architecture.
Yeah, but you also have Jake Gyllenhaal.
Oh, he's all right.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think they did his character justice at the end when he becomes a villain, but I think before that it was quite an interesting character.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yes, you're joining us with Mead and Cheese. The time is now 21 minutes past 8. And we're back. We're back talking about Mead and Cheese.
Yeah, we are Mead and Cheese. We're the weekly radio show which discusses all mead and cheese related news and problems, probably.
Yeah, if you've got any info you want to share about Mead and Cheese, let us know on the Twitter at
DemonFM. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, just to shout out as well, for our Christmas charity this year, we're going to be raising money for Leicester Marrow, which is stem cell treatment and stuff like that. So we have actually got it on our Instagram as well as Twitter. So if you click the link, you can go to their Just Give page and donate there.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Donate to Leicester Marrow, and if you're feeling merry for Christmas, get some mead as well.
Yes.
Yeah. What I think you should do with your Christmas present, this is just an idea I'm thinking in my head right now, is have like a little wicker basket and fill it with that what is it called, but they fill it in like little bits, it's not hay, but it's like shredded paper. Fill it with shredded paper, get a few bottles of traditional mead and maybe a Canterbury cheese, a brie.
I swear to God, it's like Camembert. It's H&B. It's honestly the amount of things that he gets wrong.
Yeah, so you fill it with Canterbury cheese, a few bottles of traditional mead, and maybe like a Stilton, maybe a brie, maybe a red Leicester. So you can and like a little wooden board and maybe like a cheese chopping knife, and there you go. You've made your own like Christmas present, and I bet you once you've done that, that is going to be better than any of the other like ones you can get from a supermarket. That would be a really nice selection. I actually might make our own selection here in a few weeks' time, just to show you an example of that, and then you can copy it.
Yeah, the mead and cheese hamper.
Yeah, that's what they're called, hampers. Yeah, so we're going to make a hamper in the next week or two
Yeah.
and show you a good example of what a good Christmas would look like.
Well, a good Christmas looks like, well,
Mead and cheese.
meat and cheese. Yeah. What are you planning on? Obviously, I'm not even going to ask you what you want for Christmas, but what are you planning on getting Liz for Christmas? Your fiance?
Wait, she could be listening.
She could
She's
be.
definitely listening.
She's
But what,
definitely listening.
when you want to get a significant other that isn't meat and cheese, what are you wanting to get them?
I can confirm it is not mead and it is not cheese.
That's a sigh of relief from all women around the globe.
I think you should cancel whatever you've got and just get a mead.
Just get a mead and cheese.
And
get the
cheese.
hamper.
Yeah, we could buy the hamper off me and give her that.
Could I not make the hamper myself? You've just told me how to do it.
We've just been talking about PhDs and masters and all that fun stuff. Tom, what were you saying about Mead and a PhD?
Well, I'll just like I'm a master's level student, so and like the thing is, after masters, the natural progression. Not that I don't know if I'm going to consider doing this, is a PhD. But then we were just thinking, because a PhD, you have to sort of like research an area what's not got a lot of research in. Guess where there's not been a lot of research done?
Mead.
Mead.
I mean, Dr. Mead sounds pretty good, or Dr. Cheese.
So I could do a PhD in mead and cheese.
Yeah.
I'll probably try and link them both in together. But yeah, that's just one idea what I could do with my future.
Maybe you do a cheese flavoured mead.
Yeah,
Maybe, yeah.
Or a mead flavoured cheese.
I could just drop all like the filmmaking knowledge I got and just replace it all with mead knowledge, which sounds
That's
a lot
true,
more
yeah.
useful to me.
You could make a film exclusively about mead and cheese.
I think I'm going to try and do that.
And hey, as a performing arts student, I'd happily star in that film.
But have you enjoyed, hopefully our audience has enjoyed the first show of Mead and Cheese. We've had quite a lot of interaction this evening on Twitter, which is
It was
very
very
nice.
engaging. I just want to say just about our show, this is like probably the first time in history anyone's done a show on mead and cheese, and possibly mead. So it is like a groundbreaking show. So, you know, I hope you all enjoyed listening to something what possibly is like a once in a generation.
Yeah, of course.
Yes. Now, the votes are in. Mead has won. Mead
Nice.
has won.
Yes.
57.1% to 42.9%, which is it's a close call. It's a very close
To
call.
me,
very
that
close,
tells
yeah.
me mead and cheese work well together.
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah,
Yeah.
I still can't believe you've got squeezy cheese right here.
I mean, yeah, we'll be eating the squeezy
It says
cheese.
microwavable as well.
Yeah.
Well, that's not good for you.
Well-
What even is trans fats? Like,
It has no trans fats, so you've not got to worry about it.
Yeah.
what is it?
I
though?
am now worried about everything else having trans fats in.
Well, trans fats, they're I think they're a type of fat that is really bad for you.
Yeah.
So I think it's been illegalized in a lot of places.
Yeah, but never mind.
I think it's still legal in some states in the US, but I'm not quite sure.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we have been Mead and Cheese.
It's 6 minutes to 9.
It's
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're going to be doing
Cheese.
this show for 2 hours every Friday from 7 till 9. Any last words, Corey?
Yes.
Famous last words will be mead and cheese.
What a way to wrap up the show. Just
Tom,
amazing.
any last words?
Mine is, again, keep an eye out for the Mead and Cheese Christmas hamper. We could possibly sell that. That sounds like something we should probably sell.
Yes. Well, thank you again for all our lovely listeners. Do tune in tomorrow for the open day. As I said, give us a follow, give us a like, give us a comment, and don't be afraid to give us a shout out and ask for any lovely recommendations. Anyway, we've been Tom, Maddie, and Corey, and this has been Mead and Cheese.
And enjoy your Mead and Cheese tonight.